We are live from Crusaders headquarters. I am King Nico, and if you are watching and listening to this, you are the resistance. So we are currently on the world tour, trying to find and discover and uncover, recover, investigate the reign of the fallen angels, because Genesis 6 tells us that the sons of God fell from heaven and chose daughters of men as their wives. So we're going to go over some of that scripture quickly before we move on to the rest of the tour. So yesterday's video was a great success until it got banned early hours of the morning, like 4 hours ago, for some stupid copyright I had to delete. So if you're watching this and you're ready to copyright for something for a 5-second clip, I'm going to remove it and you're going to, like, it's pointless. So I want to get to some scripture before we go to St. Petersburg. So where's my King James Bible? So let's go to Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So this is all that's in the Bible in Genesis regarding the angels fall into heaven. And the Lord God, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. So if we go to Enoch, chapter 6 also, so both chapter 6, the Bible and Enoch. And it came to pass, so it starts the exact same way. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. So that's very, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. So Enoch, chapter 6. And the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. And Semyaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered. So the angels fell to heaven because the sons of man were beautiful women. So obviously the sons of God are all male angels. They fell to heaven, as you can see here in the image I recreated of the Sistine Chapel, or any castle in the world, any angel structure, you're going to see artwork with clouds opening up, with angels coming through, with humans looking down, with angels and humans intermingling. And that's what we see worldwide, with angels and humans immortalized in solid rock on top of these structures in statue form. And we see inside of the buildings, the artwork also shows the story of how the angels came to earth and intermingled and taught man everything we now know now, created all the cities, everything, right? And then took themselves wives and created a hybrid race, the Nephilim. Okay, so let's go back on tour. Let's check out Russia, St. Petersburg. Hopefully there's no music. I'm not trying to get copywritten, but as you can see here in the background, a palace.
St. Petersburg, which is the northern capital of Russia, at the cultural center of the country. So if you're planning to come to St. Petersburg, you make sure you watch this video till the end, because we are going to visit all the interesting attractions you will find in this city.
There we go. So here, St. Petersburg, Russia. You can see, look at the, nothing makes sense. Look at the stonework next to him. They're walking on like man-made wooden flooring here, but look at the curved limestone fused together. Look at the ginormous, solid, one-piece, solid granite, curved, or full round circle. Insane. Not 1, 2, 3, all the way around. Look at the Golden Dome. They're on the train. Look at this image here in St. Petersburg, Russia, of the Basilica, Golden Dome, enormous granite columns all the way around, fused limestone, ancient, very old, thousands of years. Here's the inside now, gold everywhere, ornate, over the top. There's artwork. Now I'm starting to think that humans didn't even paint this artwork. I believe the angels also created the paintings, but yet when they found them, they just found masons in the lodge and says, you're going to be the guy whose name we're going to associate. So you can see angels sitting here in gold on the insides. There's the artwork that I was telling you about with the clouds opening up, all the angels looking down and coming. So this is angels from heaven coming down. So this is artwork in St. Paul's Basilica. All around, you're going to see angels everywhere, godly people, humans, winged creatures. And that's on the ceiling, like 40 feet high up on the ceiling. Wow, look at this angle here of the structure. Just take that in. Try and visualize humans with minimal technology and knowledge, with no power tools, no electricity, no Black and Decker, no steel, right? They're just, oh, come on, the shapes, the audacity to be able to put this there, of just mind-blowing. St. Petersburg, Russia. Let me get my list out because we got a bunch of cities jotted down. Look at the structures here. These are all fallen angel structures. You'll see the rest of the city, how it is pretty much mirror image to every other city in the world we've gone to. There's your central train station. So all the current leads into the main cities, just like a circuit board. We've seen the circuit board engravings and the stone all across the earth on all these structures. There's the train station. Another power hub on the circuit board where the current, which is us, the people, are traveling from wherever, from hub to hub, just like on a circuit board. So this is boring looking at the train station. Let's get in town. Look, just driving down the streets now. Look at all the buildings on the side. So either side are all fallen angel structures. Incredible stuff. Everything looks normal. Everyone's driving regular cars. We see G-Wagons, we see Benzes and Audis. Look at this. Again, we see this worldwide with the curved limestone, with the columns, with angels on top. So obviously the angels were taken down off of this structure on the outside, because it's just, there's the Lucifer morning star sun rays right there, Lucifer. Just driving through St. Petersburg, these buildings are everywhere. Perfect. Here's some more scenes and angles. There's the angels on top. You can see the wings there, winged angels on top of the building, winged angels all the way around at the top there. So whoever created this are very proud and happy of their creation, that they put themselves in stone on the building, not once, not twice, but at least 50, 60 times. Some of these structures, every corner, there is an angel statue immortalized on the building. Angels, not Tartarians, not Romans, not the French. They are fallen angels from chapter 6 of Genesis and Enoch. So he's walking up. Look at this, walking up the stairs. Look at the bricks, how they're curved around. Perfectly fused together, all different shapes. Nothing makes sense. How is this possible? Incredible stuff. Walking through old fallen angel architecture. So here's views as they're going, they're on top now, as they're climbing up. Wow, look how huge the statues are. You can see the wings outstretched. Look how tiny the people are as they climb higher and higher up there. And look at it. It's insane. It's like a whole other building at the top there. But from the ground, it just looks like the top of a tower. Look, right here, angel statues everywhere. Unbelievable. Look at the artwork. Look at the color coordination in the marble, in the granite. It's absolutely insane that they had selection of colors that just mix and match to perfection and not run out, enough gold to finish. Look at this. What is that? What is that? Looks like Adam and Eve in the garden. Look at the artwork on top. This is clearly the Garden of Eden. There's Adam, there's Eve, they're naked in the garden, and there's the animals. So why is Adam and Eve imagery up in here? Wow. Look at this. Just take it in again. We've seen this worldwide, from South America. I'm going to show you Africa, all over Europe, all throughout Russia, all throughout cities you've never even heard of, throughout countries you didn't even know existed, all throughout Asia, right? All throughout the Middle East and North America. Look, now we got turquoise columns. Unbelievable. Look at the statues. There's not one empty corner of this structure. Every wall is decked out. Every corner is finished with artwork and statues and angels and gold. Look how tiny the people are. The artwork in the basilica. Once you see the angels, that's all you'll be able to see. And then you will wonder why you never saw them before. Okay, let me go back to the artwork on the ceiling because it always goes by so quickly. But as you glance at it and try to quickly see, all you see is angels, right, in the artwork. Angels' hair in the middle. All they're just showing you their whole interaction with humanity for the millennia and a few centuries that they were able to rule here on Earth. So we're not going to watch them eat. So we're going to go back into the city, driving. Look at the buildings on the right-hand side. Look at the lines. Remember that design I've been showing you? Where once it gets to the arch, it angles up and out. This is circuit board lines working throughout all the buildings. So as people are driving and walking by, somehow our essence is siphoned from us or hijacked, whatever you want to call it. No one knows exactly how it works, but it's being transferred through the buildings and travels through to the main hubs like the cathedral or cathedral, right? I got a image I gotta find and show. So let's take a drive through St. Petersburg. Check this out, lit up at nighttime. Let me see the comments as we're checking through this. So it's good to see everyone jumping on. I'm on early today. Like I said, we're on a world tour, so I'm gonna have to jump on whenever I can and go through city after city, continent to continent. We're traveling the whole world and we're uncovering and revealing fallen angels. These look like seraphim. So these are not just fallen angels. These are high-ranking angels in the artwork here. These are seraphim. They are six-winged angels, right? Again, angels all the way in the artwork interfering with human life here on earth, which is the biggest sin for an angel to interfere with humanity, which is what they did. And it's here in all the artwork. Look. So the Bible says the fallen are chained in darkness so that civilization would be extinct and ancient, chained until the end, until judgment. Hi, Sue. Sue is here and says, wow, Adam and Eve, that's so telling. Look, more seraphim in the corners. Sorry, let me go back a bit. Coco, Look at the artwork. You won't find artwork that doesn't have angels in it interfering with humanity. So these are seraphim, 6-winged angels, very high-ranking angels. Here they are in artwork in the corners there. More angels here, humanity here. So things were happening. Angels and humans once coexisted here on Earth. Some were enslaved. Some, depending on the bloodline, were crowned as royals, right? Human royals, which were clearly the Canaanites. Yeah, great job. Angels everywhere. Casey says a story the Native Americans don't or aren't allowed to. There's a guy on a horse again, allowed to mention to outsiders. They are the Egyptian that fled and was lost in the desert for 40 years. They lived in cities like Roman architecture. I'm going to show you Egypt. Don't worry, I've got Africa all mapped out, ready to go. Look at this palace here. Yep, Casey says Christopher Columbus arrived in the land. Yep, you see the lines in the artwork. Let's see, more angels. This is insane. Let's just pause and take in some of these scenes here. This is so revealing. The veils are being lifted. Still a little confusing about the whole timeline. I'm revealing it. It's biblical timeline. It's Genesis. So we're looking at buildings created 5,000 years ago, right? So the earth is 6,000 years old. These buildings were created in the first 1,000, in the first millennium. The flood happened in 1656, year of the world, right? So in the first 1656 years, these buildings were created, right? Incredible. And look at the ceiling, all decked out in artwork with angels. Unbelievable. Look at this. This is like androgynous, because remember, these are sons of God. So if you ever see angels that look like females, that's just weird, because they were sons of God, so they wouldn't have been women. So there's no mention or talk of female angels. So to see them depicted with female anatomy is very strange, which is very Baphomet, right? Very satanic. Yes, you always got to have the man on the horse. Very important for some reason worldwide. So we're inside of St. Paul's now. Look at the gold columns. Oh my God, look at the white marble, the white granite, look at the flooring, look at how perfect everything is. This is inside just one of the structures. And there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of these structures worldwide. Nothing adds up to how the material was able to get anywhere, because, please. I need to speak to some serious people about this and question them with their archaeology and what they've studied, because nothing's adding up or making sense. Where did all the material come from? All the stone, all the gold? It had to come from somewhere. How did they design the building? First, you got to think of the building, design it, map out where you're going to put it, map out how much material you're going to need to build this structure. You're going to have to locate all of that material, whether it's the gold to finish your palace, whether it's the pink granite, the gold, the white marble. You're going to need all the wood. You're going to have to accumulate all of this to build this structure. You're going to need to know you have enough, so you're not like, trying to finish the building and you run out of gold and you run out of hardwood, and you have to contact India or contact Pakistan to find certain. This madness. None of this makes sense. Yet this was all finished within 2-3 years of construction, right? Unbelievable. While we're here, in St. Petersburg, Russia, just one city. There's so many. Let's check out inside of this one now. And look at it. Incredible. Look at the different color marble all over the walls. Look at the ceiling. Look at the colors. Look at the gold. Look at the angels. Like the human mind can't even begin to draw this up, let alone conceive it and actually complete it and achieve it in real life. It's not fathomable. We're going to, there's so many places. Let's go to Ivory Coast next. Oh, look at this fountain. Where did we see this fountain before? I showed it to you yesterday. The same fountain high up in the hills in Vietnam, in Ba Na Hills, Da Nang. So we have a fountain identical to the one in Vietnam with the same golden statues. It also had golden fish, remember, bouncing around. See, the same signature, the same creators, the same designers from Vietnam to Russia to Lima, Peru. This is getting out of hand. Wait till I show you South Africa. But before South Africa, we're going to Ivory Coast, the Côte d'Ivoire. Look at this fountain, another fountain exactly, we've seen it. The mermaids, look at the mermaids in the fountain. Look at them going up the staircase. Look at the gold. How can you begin to design something like this and think about it, accumulate what you need, and then finish it? And look, more artwork on the ceiling. Any angels intermingling with humanity? There we go. Angels mixing with humans right there on the ceiling in the artwork on earth. Winged cherubim angels and humans hanging out on a hill. Do you see the artwork? Like I said, I've looked at the artwork worldwide. I'm not sure. It looks clear on my screen, but it's looking kind of really over contrasty on the pause there. But the paintings and every one of these structures is depicting angels and humans intermingling, just like Genesis 6 told us, and the book of Enoch, which they removed, explains in great detail. I've gone worldwide, every continent. I found the artwork. That's why I'm doing this world tour, to show you guys what I found so you can see and decide for yourselves. I'm not going to be here trying to tell you. We're just going to walk every street, every city on every continent of this earth. We're going to go inside of these fallen angel structures, and I'm going to prove to you, just by looking at the artwork, just by looking at the statues, what the story is. And the story every time is biblical. Right? So here we are, angels intermingling with humanity right there on the ceiling. Thank you, Sue. Thank you so much. So proud of you. Unbelievable stuff. Okay, let's go to Ivory Coast. So we're in Africa now, Côte d'Ivoire. So this is what will come to your mind when you think of Africa, people banging on drums in the desert, lots of forest and jungle, animals. This is what we've been, propaganded with our whole lives. Monkeys, Serengeti, lions, snakes. Oh, but what's this?
Places to visit in Côte d'Ivoire. And number one just might leave you speechless. Let's begin the countdown.
Hurry up. Did you see what I just saw in Ivory Coast, Africa? So yeah, beaches, jungles, palm trees, coconuts, what you'd expect to see. People working, man, banging on drums, working with fabric, fruits, vegetables. You don't see men walking around with blocks of limestone, chiseling and carving. Look, they work with fabric. Human men have always worked with fabric, plastic, woods, not gold, not stone, not marble, not granite. We're not out here smoothing and sanding like balls of granite. It's not happening. Worldwide, I've seen the same thing. This is what we expect when we see Africa being raised in the Commonwealth, Western world. Hurry up. Show us the, oh, look, here's a structure here. Beaches, lovely beaches. There's an old fallen angel structure. This one's very weathered and damaged, but you can see it's got all the signature and ownership of the fallen angels. Where they showed us a clip of it, and that, oh, here we go. Let's get to this. Is what I want to see.
Tamed soul of Ivory Coast. But our final destination, it's something else entirely. 1. Basilica of Our Lady of Peace, Yamoussoukro.
What does that remind you of? As soon as you see this, what comes to your mind? Amazing stuff, says Faye. Keeps you wondering until you connect the dots. And what you're witnessing is dots that I've been connecting for 10 years now, right? We're in the Ivory Coast, Africa, and that to me looks exactly like the Vatican, right? Not the White House, Sue, that's the Vatican. But this isn't the Vatican in the Vatican, Italy, Rome. This is a Vatican in Ivory Coast, Africa. And I can't believe it. Oh, God.
And here it is, the Basilica of Our Lady of Peace, built in the small capital city of Yamoussoukro. This architectural marvel is nothing short of surreal. Why? Because it's the largest church in the world, bigger even than St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. Built by the country's former president, Félix Houphouët-Boigny.
Oh, built by the country's former president? So they're going to tell you that took them 3 years to build this. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is absolutely bollocks. This is something that they found and dug out, and that's it. And as you can see, it's got the same design there where we see the podium where our angel statues blowing the trumpets would stand on, but they've been removed. It's got the identical dome on top of the Vatican, but they didn't dig out the rest. So let's quickly look and see what we're seeing here. Keep in mind, this is Africa now. I'm going to show you everything you would never expect to see. There are spitting image, there's clone buildings all over the world, hidden, and I've been finding them. So here's a replica of the Vatican. So the angels didn't create just one building, they created multiple all over the land, which is why I found buildings identical in Sydney, Australia to the ones in Toronto, Canada. Now we're in Africa.
This gleaming white and gold cathedral rises from the African bush like a vision from another world. The basilica.
You hear what he said? Rises from the African bush like a basilica from another world. Because that's exactly what it is. The angels came down from the heavens, another world, and they created this in the African bush, right? The people don't fit the structure. Do you understand? The people do not fit the structures anywhere on earth. And I'm going to prove it to you. And it's not even going to be that hard because all the artwork I've shown you is depicting angels everywhere. I'm going to take you to India next and show you all the angels in India, in China, in places you're not supposed to see angels. I found them in all the Muslim countries. I found the angels depicting intermingling with humanity, just as the Bible tells us. Salute, salute, Vladimir, salutes. London man is here. What's up? Let's go. Let's quickly check.
Is jaw-dropping. Its stained glass windows flood the interior with light. The dome stretches nearly 160 meters into the sky.
Not a
And
mall.
when you walk its halls, the silence feels almost holy. It's a monument to ambition, faith, and identity, and it tells a story far bigger than any one person or nation. In a way, it captures the soul of Ivory Coast itself. Bold, complicated, breathtaking. Ivory Coast isn't just a place, it's a world unto itself. a land where modern cities meet ancient spirits, where rainforest secrets whisper next to colonial echoes. From golden beaches to mystical mountains, every corner holds a story.
Yeah, unbelievable. Let's go back. Let's go to the Vatican. See, and let's quickly go to Vatican so you can see. And we're going to go inside too. Unbelievable. But let's just see what it looks like from the outside. Unbelievable. Vatican. So we just saw one in the Ivory Coast, Africa. Same thing. Wow. So this is Rome, Italy, but the Vatican is its own nation. So it's its own separate country inside of Italy and Rome. London Man says, when I drop my new upload, we should have a conversation about it. Of course, I'll talk to anyone. I've got the evidence to back me up on all my theories on the Bible, everything, Book of Enoch. We're going to go inside of the Vatican and I'm going to show you the artwork. You can already see the statues, the angels, all the exact same architecture, the curved limestone everywhere. Slade is here. What's going on, brother Slade? Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let's go inside. Let's get inside this place. Okay, let's get the sounds of what it sounds like in the area here. There's no music playing, which is great. So always keep in mind the cobblestone roads. That's always an impressive feature. Statues are just always ginormous, always on these massive podiums. Columns, round, flat, thin, square. The limestone looks fused, like it's just one solid piece of rock. Yeah, get your coffees, get your teas, get your croissants, get your pastries. I got my tea here. We're gonna, again, spend the next couple of hours touring the world. There's another name for the fallen. Oh, okay, thank you, Shay. So we're entering the Vatican right now. Look at the base right here, how huge that is. It's gigantic. Wow, look. You're not even inside yet. Just insane. It's too much. So we're going into St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel. The Vatican. Look at the statues. Wow, there's an angel statue on the left there. And notice the statues are always of the same cultured people worldwide. If you go to Egypt, which I'm going to take you, we're going to go like all over Africa. The statues are of the same Canaanite people, not of African people. You go to Asia, the statues are of the same Canaanite people of the Bible, not of Asians that we'd expect to see of Asia today. Artwork, you're going to skip the artwork, skim through it. As you see, you're going to see angels intermingling with humanity. There's an angel flying over in the sky, and that artwork there. Look at this. We're not even in the basilica yet, and it's just...
on the property. I'd like to make a mosaic. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Look at the journey into this place. It's absolutely incredible. Every brick, every stone just blended together perfectly to form one slab, one piece. Look at it. It doesn't look like separate bricks. They went so far out and angels. Okay, we're in now. Let's set up. We got this. Welcome to the Vatican. Yeah, they were showing off. They are not gods or figures, just ordinary people, says Vlad. Watch this.
Jesus.
Wow, it's just... There's an angel right here on the artwork. Massive mosaic angel there in the Vatican. Let's take a look at the ceiling here. Angels everywhere, all around here, going all the way around. More angels going all the way around. More angels going all the way around. So predominantly angel artwork is the first thing we're greeted with. And of course, an angel structure. More angels there in mosaic. Pause it. There's angels here, angels here. There's angels here, angels here. So every corner is decked out with angels. Look how high up they are. Look, even the people look like ants just from his view right there. Just to get a feel of how massive and enormous this thing is. Have we seen anything other than angels yet? That's all I'm seeing. Wow. Look at the angels all the way around. It's all angeled out. In mosaic. It's incredible. We're in the Vatican right now. As soon as we're done with the Vatican, look at the angels in every corner. Don't tell me you don't see them. Even the baby says, hey, look, that's an angel. Look at more angels. So it's all angel artwork going around the top there. All angels. Look, pause it. Look how detailed it has to be to create this art. Is every little piece is mosaic. And it forms these images, which is just insane. Okay, so look, angels here in limestone, pink granite, rounded and curving perfectly. Angels up on the tops of the columns here, angels up here. There's so many angels everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's going to be angels dancing, flying, lounging in every corner, high up in the artwork. Angel statues, angel gold, angel there, angels, right? It's all angels, which is blasphemous. There's the artwork, more angels. There's the heavens open with the angels coming down, coming to mix with humanity. It's all right here to be seen. Just look at the imagery we're seeing here. Look at angels, humanity. They're coming down into bearing pink granite columns, angels in stone, angels in marble, angels in gold, angels in painting. Absolutely mind-blowing. Killing it, Nico, says Sue. Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready to take on anyone on Earth to tell me that these fallen angels didn't create all the cities on earth here. Look at the manner of stone. Look at the color changing. Look at the curving, the shaping. Look at the way it continues on to a complete different stone, a complete different color, complete different shapes. How does it all fit so mind-blowingly perfectly? Why are there angels everywhere? Incredible stuff we're witnessing here. Every millimeter is decked out in the finest of what Earth has to offer. Just look at the angels peeping around every corner. From top to bottom, there are angels everywhere, yet no one has ever seen them or speaks about them. It's because they're like invisible or something. And guess what we do not see? We're not seeing Tartarian statues. We're seeing angels in the artwork, angels everywhere. Just as the Bible tells us, fallen angels. Fallen angels, look at these fallen angels. How could that possibly be? Insane. Insane, impossible. Look at this view. Yeah. And there's humans walking around with diapers on their faces, but yet you expect me to believe that our ancestors, humans with their bare hands, carved this out of nothing. Bloody hell. Look at this. Welcome to the Vatican. Welcome to Vatican. Look at the artwork here. Always the heavens intermingling with the earth people. Where did they get all the pink marble, pink granite, gold? How did they know to get enough? And where's the white marble? It's so incredible. The mind cannot even comprehend. Have you seen anything like this? Angels at the highest point. Lucifer, look, there's the sun rays, there's the morning star, Lucifer being worshipped in the Vatican. You see it? That's Lucifer. You're going to see this sun ray morning star everywhere. That is not Jesus Christ. This is Lucifer, the fallen angel, Satan. This is what's being worshipped in the Vatican, everywhere in the world. Every church we go to, we're going to see the morning star, which is Satan, being worshipped. Wow. Angels right here. Look, he's pointing to Satan. He's pointing, that statue's pointing. There's Lucifer again. I've seen this worldwide, and I'm going to show it to you. This is incredible. I'm just mind blown every time I've seen it. Like I'm acting like I've seen this for the first time, but I've seen this multiple times now, and I'm still seeing things I didn't see the first time or the second time. It's just they're there. So if you have any cities you want to explore, get them in the chats. If you want any buildings you want to walk through with me and point out the artwork and the stonework and the marble, like we're going to have to do it now, because the more we see in one short amount of time, then the bigger of a chance it will click to you. So we're going to see this Vatican, we're going to go somewhere else and see another building, and it's going to look exactly the same. You're going to just start getting confused and realize that the world is one big hoax right now. You need to free yourself from the spell. There's thousands of angel statues. There's too many to count right now. They're everywhere. But you can see how with blind eyes, you could be walking in here and not see one angel, right? Because they do blend in. But once you know what to look for, that's why I can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's already like 30, 40, 50 of them in this one image. But I guarantee there's people that will look at this image and see 0 angels. That's the difference between someone that's seeing and someone that can see. You understand? Not yet, bro. Not yet. We're going city by city. We're going to get to it. You want Monaco? I love Monaco. One of my most favorite places, especially because of the Grand Prix there. Yep. Fallen Angel equals 55. Vatican City, there's the 5s. 55. Satan is 55. Correct. Outside of the Vatican again. Another city square. Structures are all there. We've seen, so yeah, we don't like. Look, angels falling to heaven. Do you see it in the artwork? Angels coming down from the heavens to mix with humanity. You can see it in the artwork inside of the Vatican. It's all there to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. What more do I need to show you? I'm going to take you the rest of the world. This is just the Vatican. No big deal, but I've seen this everywhere. Angels falling from heaven to intermingle with humanity is right there on the ceiling in all these buildings. Just pause and look at the artwork. Incredible stuff we're uncovering here. The veil officially being lifted.
I think they were.
It's walking too fast. Hold on. I want to see that. Entering another great hall here. I want to see the images on this box here as he walks by it. Yeah, you can see angels here working with whatever they're doing with fruits. Look, so you can see angels with their wings here. They're getting grapes and fruits. They're making things. Just like Enoch shows, the angels came down and taught man what to do with the fruits, the herbs, the plants, what was for medicine, what was poisonous. You can see like a whole snake wrapped around it. Everywhere tells the story, just like they tried to tell us, Egypt and the hieroglyphics tell a story of the pharaohs. Go to the Vatican, go online, look at the artwork, look at all the statues. Everything is telling a story of angels teaching men, just like it told us in Enoch. Look, angels are farming. What the hell? There they are with the animals. There's a sheep or an ox. Angels working, teaching humanity how to live. What is this? The 4 angels at the 4 corners of earth. Look. You gotta learn to read the symbolism. It's carved in stone for a reason. You can't erase stone. You cannot erase story cemented and solidified in limestone, in rock, in marble, in granite. You can burn books and rip pages away, and you can edit internet. You cannot edit what they have carved into stone, which is why it's important to look and see what they try to tell us with all the images of angels teaching humanity how to carve, how to make weapons, how to be carpenters. This is a masterpiece. And I haven't even got going yet. There's so many cities. There's so much to go through. I'm just so excited to finally have begun. We've got like 3, 4 hours into this now, and there's so much to see and uncover and reveal. Angels everywhere. I don't see Tartarians. I see angels, which enforces the accuracy 100% of the Holy Bible. Angels above the doorways, artwork. Hold on, let me see the artwork because they're telling a story of angels coming down to intermingle with humanity, right? So let's see what we see on the artwork. Everything tells the story. And yes, it shows their naked bodies symbolizing their shame. Yep, fleur de lis on the floor. Yeah, those are a bit too small to maybe see the artwork there. So you can definitely see the winged angels now. Have to. See, look, angels and humans mixing. Look, winged angels. So this is like the heavens. There's winged angels. This is like the Pope and the humans below. Like, what is going on? It's showing you intermingling of the heavens and earth with angels here praying, with the Pope serving the angels. Like, what's going on here? Are you seeing the artwork in the Vatican? Why is there so much angels and humans intermingling artwork in the Vatican? Am I the only one seeing this? Okay, I'm done. Let's go to Mexico City. There we go. Look, winged creatures already in Mexico. Let's start that back. This is going too fast. This is crazy. There we go. There's the angels. The saying that that's does that look like a Mexican person, or does that look like it could be Lucifer riding the horse, the winged horse, right? And we're in Mexico. So the statues always look like the same culture of people, the same angels, the same Canaanites. There's the fused limestone rocks, worshipping of death. Mexico City, more statues of random people that mean nothing. Okay, let's go. This is a Mexico City travel guide. This guy's in this. Oh, look, Mexico City Square. Things to do. What's he doing? Go to the jungle. Oh, wow. Look at the structure here. That's a fallen angel building. I'm guessing that's a theater or a library. Is this a good video? Look, see, there's the square. So this is a good view of the square that we see in every city worldwide. And the buildings surrounding the square are always fallen angel structures. Like, what is this structure? Can you see? Another city square. So every city square, every square, silent angels everywhere. There's the structure. Fallen angel building, the same architecture and design we see worldwide. This is in Mexico now, Central America. Let's see some fallen angels in Mexico City. This guy's video, come on, show us the goods. He's back at the city square. Outside another church or whatever. Okay, this video is not that good. Wow. There it is. See the structure? There's the angel. You see it? Right here. And look what it's doing. Look how high up in Mexico City this golden giant angel is. And look at all the people. So do you see how all the energy funnels in through the cities to these angel statues, through the buildings? This is Mexico City. So that's not a Tartarian person statue. That's a statue of a fallen angel. In particular, it's a principality. Yep, there it is, watching over, high up over every city. So Mexico City, what more do we need to see? There's the angels, very high up, looking over their structures. Look, another walkway, another city square, more angel structures. And we're in Central America now. We're a long way from Europe and the Vatican and the French and the Italians and the Romans. We're like, what the hell? So yes, Mexico also has the pyramids. Again, fallen angel in the city, just like in Toronto and University Avenue, the same angel, same pose. There's the column it stands upon. There it is, looking over the city. It's massive. It's massive. Fallen angels everywhere, over every city, watching over, somehow getting energy. Oh, look, more artwork. Watch this now. We're inside a castle. So this is a castle in Mexico, an old fallen angel structure. Look at the artwork. So this, again, someone falling, a phoenix, there's the wings. It's just so weird. What is going on with this artwork? Another narrow walkway with cobble paved roads between angel structures on either side. There's your cathedral where all the essence funnels into. Unbelievable. Every city's the same. There you go. There's your lines in the cement. Another city square, buildings. We're just going to skim through. We've already seen one angel statue. We've seen the structures. Here's another inside of a church. The same design we see everywhere. How did they know to design and complete everything to the near exact identical specifications? What is this? Unbelievable. That's the concert hall or theater house now. Typical angel structure. There's angels right there on the edge of the building, and there's the subway. Every city has one. Okay, Mexico. Slade wants Monaco. Let's quickly check this church out. Or library. What is this? Unbelievable. Another fallen angel structure in Mexico City. Another fountain. Every circuit board needs to have one, so there's one. Okay, let's go to Monaco. One day in Monaco. What are we doing? What are we seeing? One day in Monaco. Let's make it quick. Oh, there's a fallen angel structure right here. I'm guessing that's a casino or government building. No music, please. That's the casino. There's a church. Typical. So we're in Monte Carlo, Monaco now. Hey, look at that building right on the edge of the cliff. Did you see that? So right on the edge of the cliff, you're going to see a fallen angel structure right here. What is going on down here? You see the fallen angel structure right on the edge of the cliff? Absolutely mind-blowing. One day in Monte Carlo, Monaco. Okay, there we go. You see the lines in the limestone rock there? The circuit board lines, watch. We're going to see, we've seen it from Australia to South America, Europe, Africa. The circuit board lines are right here. All of this design you'll see every single where on Earth. And I'm going to point it out every time you see it. And we're going to see cobblestone roads with curved designs on it too. Insane. Angels at the top of the casino there. So we've already found angels and their structures in Monaco. It's very easy to find and take long. There we go, another city square. Okay, make it. There's the castle on top of a hill, a mountain, just to. Yeah, there's the Formula One. Okay, let's get to some structures. Oh, this video sucks. Another narrow walk path between shops and buildings, cobblestone roads, cafes. Same thing we see everywhere with the circuit board lines over the buildings to help funnel the energy through the cities. There's the city square. There's the palace, of course, the fallen angel building. Look at the circuit board design over the arch door. Yeah, we see it. Yeah, this video is not that good. Trying to cram one day. Fallen angel structure, winged creatures on top, angels, amazing work of art. Oh, there we go. Another fallen angel structure in Monaco right here. Look at the design in the rock. You see these lines? We see that everywhere. It goes up and out, up and out, up and out. So the same person that created this building created the other ones. And look, it's the fallen angel with the wings out, wings on top, fallen angel, the exact same pillars, design. Everything's the same. The people walk by not knowing that their essence is being hijacked as they walk by and admire these structures or not. See the same design we see? See these lines? Everywhere. The Monte Carlo, fallen angels. We found it. Look at the buildings. The narrow walkway between shops. There's a street like this. Look at the casino. Angels on top. Angels lounging all over the structure that they created. Bragging, showing off. Two angels up top here. Fallen angels. Here in Monte Carlo, Monaco, a province of France. As you go up the hill, look at the buildings all up the hill here, all fallen angel. Again, looks similar to Barnard Hills with how their castles were, very similar. That's why they call it a French village, because they're trying to tie it to France. All fallen angel structures going up the hill there, leading up to the casino lined with angels. Inside one of the casinos. Walking down the street. Okay, Monte Carlo. Okay, let's go to Cape Town, South Africa. When is this? Okay, let's see this video quick. South Africa. Let's see what South Africa has to offer. And the name of the country is where it's located in the continent, the south of Africa. So let's see, as we arrive in Africa, do we see what we see worldwide everywhere else, or do we expect to see some kind of African culture, something different? Oh, cobblestone roadways, people walking. It's starting to look like the same crap we're seeing everywhere else. And this is South Africa. What is that? Another city square. So I'm just going to skip through. We don't have time to waste walking through parks and nonsense. This guy is walking along the beach. Okay, we don't need a beach walk. We want the city walk. Okay, let's check out Johannesburg. Johannesburg, South Africa. We want to find the fallen angels. So let's skip through and see what we know we're looking for. Yeah, skyscrapers, has everything. Where's the government buildings and palaces? Show us. There we go. There it is. Wow. There's your city square with buildings all on every side of the square created by fallen angels. Right here in Johannesburg, South Africa. So that's South Africa. Let's go to Aberdeen Palace. Inside Egypt's palace. So we're in Egypt now. This is the palace in Egypt. Fallen angel architecture. You can see curved limestone fused together like it forms one piece. You can see the columns that we've seen everywhere. They're going to call it Baroque, colonial, Victorian. It's all crap. So this is we're seeing the same thing everywhere, are we not? Aberdeen Palace. So welcome to Egypt. Let's get a look at the palace. This guy's walking around it. There's the lines over the, it's the same thing. We were just seeing that in South Africa. It's there in North Africa now. That's where Egypt is. The same line and the stones there. Look. So up and out, up and out. What is going on? The circuit board lines are everywhere. How did we not see this before? Every nation, every culture. It doesn't matter. It's fallen angel cities we're in, post-flooded world. This is the Aberdeen Palace in Egypt. What is this? Come on, is that angels? There we go, look. Or did they take them off? We know they, look at that structure. Hold on, this person, let's see this again. Wow. There you go. Egypt, Africa. What else do I have on the list? It's getting out of hand. Where are we going next? What buildings do you want to see? Any more churches you want to see and check out the artwork just to prove that the angels are there mingling with humanity? We should go to Prague next. So Egypt, we've done Africa. No one can say that, oh, but Africa has all the same structures that we find worldwide. Look at this. The same round columns, the same thin flat columns. It's the same creators, the same design, the same curved fashion, the same impossible. Wow. Circuit board lines for the energy to pass through the building with ease and not get caught up and lost along the way. Everything needs to flow to reach its destination, your energy to the fallen angels. Yeah, man on a horse, not a man on a camel, huh? You think, for Egypt. No, we should do a walking tour. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's go inside the palace quickly. We just hung out on the outside of it. So let's go inside and see what we see. Hurry up, get us inside. Yeah. Top to bottom, decked out with impossible architecture, design work throughout. No corner, no square inch that is plain. Everything is accounted for, like you would find and expect from the fallen angels. That's inside the palace. Okay, let's get to Cape Town. I think I just watched that one, no? Cape Town, Cape Town. Driving, okay. There we go. Looks like any major city in the world. This is Cape Town, South Africa. We're going to quickly drive down one street here. You can see angel structure on the right here. Columns 10, 20 feet up above street level. The same designs we see everywhere. Then on the other side, more structures. Let's see what else we see as we drive down this street in Cape Town. So the structures are everywhere, both sides of streets, throughout cities, all over the place, not just the palaces. There's a suspect building right there. This building right here on the left, look. Coming up, these buildings on the left, fallen angel structure, that's fallen angel structure. You can see the same circuit board lines going through, making sure the energy transfers through the city over the buildings. Look, up and out, the exact same travel pattern, right? This is Cape Town now, just driving through. You can see the same design worldwide, more fallen angel structures. There's another fallen angel structure right here, just sitting there. Could be a Masonic lodge. Another structure right there. So we're turning onto another street, and look, more fallen angel structures, more circuit board lines etched into the concrete, into the stone for our human energy and essence to pass through. There's another fallen angel structure coming up right there on the right. As we're driving down the street, you can spot them a mile away. right? Fallen angel structure here. Look at the columns on the left. Look at the stonework on the left here. Look at the lines in the rock. It's insane. Look how tiny the person is. Doesn't even reach this level of brick. Look how big the archway is. It's massive. The building on the right here, look, I told you, fallen angel structure. Let me guess, that's a bank. Right here, you see the columns, the same entrance. Yeah, bank. What did I tell you? It says bank right on the side there. Like, once you see one city, you see them all. This is like, come on, bank. The standard bank of South Africa. Give me a break. Why does it look exactly like every bank on earth? So let's go to the Bank of Japan, actually. Now like, I'm done. We know what's going on in this city. We know it's fallen angels. We've seen the same streets, the same people, the same bank building. It's like I'm getting annoyed with this. Can anyone else see? Look at the cobblestone roads, uneven, post-flooded world. Cape Town, I thought I was going to see something magical and African, but no, I'm seeing what I would see just walking down Young Street from Dundas to Bloor. It's the exact same thing we're seeing worldwide. So that was South Africa. What did we just see? The bank. Let's go to the Japan quickly. Bank of Japan, National Bank of Japan. So Japan and South Africa shouldn't have any connection, right? So we're in Japan now. Tokyo, I'm guessing, the capital city. The central bank that owns Japan. Okay, so what is this central bank that owns Japan?
Effectively becoming its own government's primary creditor? And what if it was also the single largest owner of the nation's stock market, a top 10 shareholder in nearly 90% of its most iconic, publicly traded companies? This isn't the plot of a dystopian novel. This is the reality of the Bank of Japan.
There it is. Okay, so now we have the Bank of Japan, which looks similar to the Bank of Cape Town in South Africa. The building is also very aged, very ancient looking. It fits the description of the fallen angel structures we see worldwide. That could be palaces. This could be, it looks like the Louvre. It looks like the National Gallery in London, England. This could be anything, but this is the Bank of Japan. You'd expect, like, why isn't it in a samurai looking building with like a triangle roof? Look at the stonework, the same as we see everywhere else. It's got the lines in the brick. Look at the columns there for the Bank of Japan. Look at the fused limestone, like each brick forms one massive solid piece. It's insane. But this is the Bank of Japan. Show me the inside of it. Show me the columns. I'm guessing it's got burgundy columns with gold accents on them, because that's what the one in Toronto has. So let's see. So the Bank of Japan looks just as a fallen angel structure, right? And we're in Asia. Okay, they're not going to show us inside. I want to see inside the bank. But yeah, it's a fallen angel structure, and it controls the whole country. So that one fallen angel structure controls the whole country. So let's go to Prague. Three days in Prague. Oh, right away. Okay, so we're in Czech Republic now, Prague. So look at the structure. It looks very similar to the Bank of Japan we were just looking at. Look at the gold dome, more columns at the top, more fallen angels on the structure here. I'm guessing this is a city square with cobblestone paved walkway with designs in it, with structures on either side. Incredible stuff. We're in Prague now. Welcome to Czech Republic. Notice the, whatever, I'm just going to play. Wow, look at the roof of that building. Let me go back. What the, okay, oh God. Okay, it's too much to see. Prague, another bridge going over water to lead into the city. There's your shopping walkway, paved roads, cobblestone roads in between fallen angel structures with shops like Coco and Echo and Mango and Rolex. I can see circuit board lines in the concrete, but yeah, Prague, Czech Republic, there's the same thing we see everywhere. Another pathway, the buildings are curving between cafes and pastry shops. Yeah, how to spend 3 days in the Czech Republic, Prague. There we go, another, yeah, Czech Republic. More statues on a bridge. Okay, this guy's going to go over best time. We just want to see it now. Oh, there's a structure there. Right here in the middle of the city, another fallen angel building. Or is this the same one we saw with the angels on top? No, it's a different one. Wow, look at this street. Look at the lines on the building here, the circuit board lines I've been showing you worldwide over this arched window. It will go straight through. And when it gets to the arch, they'll like angle up and then go straight, angle up and out straight. This is, look at the cobblestone. Look at the look at the streetcar tracks in the middle of, this is insane. Fallen angel cities being revealed, unveiled. There's the lines going all the way through to make sure that our energy gets to where it needs to go to. Cobblestone streets, streetcars, buses, subway, like any other city, the same crap. Exactly the same. You're going to go shopping on a pedestrian walkway that's very nicely paved with fancy cafes. There's your street, cobblestone roadway and pathways. Wow. Yeah, man on a horse, gotta have him. Wow, look how big. So look at this guy. Look at the angel statues right here next to them as they're on top of the building. Massive. Oh my goodness. There's the angels right here. Boom, there's one angel. There's one angel. They're up there. Massive. On their buildings. You're not going to find them on plastic covered buildings. It's these structures. There's the circuit board lines and the concrete at the bottom here. Look, the same design we see everywhere in the world on every building that they created. They know something that we don't know, that they might have told us at one point that we've lost that information. Look at it, Prague. Yep, hi, hello, End Times says welcome. We're on day 2. DJ New Moon says, hope you have a great stream. God bless you. Good to see you. Exactly, Morella says people be spending their hard-earned money to travel to see the same things they have at home. Exactly. There is nothing that we are seeing that we can't see in our own cities, right? Yep, the black and white checkboard. You can see, look at this. There's the walkway, the shopping, there's the city square. It's the same thing everywhere. Look at this, the very nice paved cobblestone roads in between fallen angel structures on either side. Where have we seen this before? Everywhere. Other cities. Oh, look, there's the theater. So look, this is the theater of Prague. Look what building it's in. A fallen angel structure with circuit board energy lines all throughout the bottom to pass our human essence consciousness through. That's how the spell works, right? Because you're unknowing to what's around you. Look at the cobblestone roads, shops, clubs, old cities, man. There's your city square. There's your hub. There's a municipal house, government building with artwork on the outside. Wow, look at this. Another theater, restaurant, artwork on the ceiling. Where's the fallen angels? You see them around on the statues in the corners. You see fallen angels everywhere in the theater. Up there, fallen angels, high up in the ceiling, fallen angels. Okay, we're done with that building. We found angels there. Another church. What else can we find? There's the city square. You can walk around a square anywhere in the world. Look at this. Another city square. And always, you're going to have the cathedral. I'm guessing that's where all the essence from all the buildings in the city lead up to. Like I said, there's the circuit board lines on the side of the buildings. Our energy gets transferred through these means on these structures. Wow. See how it doesn't fit? It's just there. There's the Lucifer mornings. Look at the inside. Angels everywhere now. I can see 100 of them. So many angels. We're outnumbered. Look at the pink marble and the pink granite lining the whole place amongst the gray and white. It's incredible. Angels everywhere. Prague. Another church. The same thing we see worldwide. The St. Nicholas Church. Wow. Look at it. Look what are we seeing here? This is insane. Where did all the material come from to finish all these buildings in their perfect state? Did you see all the angels inside of there? There's another cathedral, another something. What other cities do I have? Mexico, Prague. Let's go to Poland, St. Petersburg. Another cathedral, more stone roads. Cape Town, Johannesburg, Luxembourg. Let's check out Luxembourg. Look at this structure. Fallen angels all around it. Angels all in the artwork there. It's angels there. So we know Prague is full of fallen angels. Cobblestone roads. Same buildings we see everywhere. It's got the circuit board lines throughout the structures so people can hang out and pass their energy through the city. And then the angels somehow are working with that energy the way that they need to. Prague. What other city are we going to? Let's go to Georgia. City tour. Tbilisi. Okay, let's see what's going on in Georgia. Most people probably never heard of this country, Georgia.
Tbilisi, guys, I have to tell you, the city has so many different sides. From the old town, castles on top of a mountain. You go out.
Oh, another castle on top of a mountain. Did you hear him? Look. So first of all, we've never heard of this place, but it's got everything every other city we've investigated has. It's got the bridge over water leading into the city, and you're greeted with old world buildings. It's got a city square. It's got a church on a bloody mountain that makes no sense.
So today, I want to give you a full tour of the capital city of Georgia, Tbilisi, guys. I have to tell you, the city has so many different sides. From the old town, castles on top of a mountain.
Castles on top of a mountain. Where have we seen this before? This could be Banner Hills. This could be Neuschwanstein. This could be...
You go out, nature, some type of monuments that are...
Whoa! What is this?
Really one of a kind. This video is kind of special. On one side, I'm going to take you along to all of these different locations.
There's your city square with your cobble paved stone. There's your pillar with your man on a horse. This one's golden. Gee,
like best things to do, some cafes, some restaurants. The old
best thing to do, cafe, restaurants. You can do that at home.
Town, but also a very special person is going to join me in this video. Somebody that has been in my life for quite a long time. Perhaps, I guess.
Take us to that monument. take us. Okay, is this the?
Wow, this must be
Fallen
the
angel
largest
structure,
church
what Mary's
property I've
walking through.
ever seen in my life. So you're coming in through the
Same
columns.
columns you can find in
Looks
Toronto.
really
these
impressive.
short, flat
I would
ones.
highly guess this must be
Whoa,
the
what is
largest
this
church
structure
in
here?
Tbilisi. Just generally the whole property looks really cool. You see it from the mountain everywhere up and around the city side. So it was mom's idea to pass by, and I'm quite happy about it. So it's the Holy Trinity Church itself. On our way out from the church, I think we're gonna head to the hotel right now. We're gonna get a little wine, enjoy the view with mama. But first, we're going in local here a little bit. So a Georgian store selling all kinds of like different properly on the outskirts of.
Oh my God, look at this.
Going to a local neighborhood with the
Obviously something insane. Another fallen angel creation in a country that people don't know about. This country is called Georgia, and we're in the city Tbilisi. Watch this.
So have finally arrived, guys. Just as a heads up, with the metro you still have to take a car because it's basically a highway. We're like properly on the outskirts of Tbilisi, and what we're looking at in the back is a place that is called the Chronicles of Georgia. So it's a monument they just erected like 1985, I think.
Yeah, right.
It says it's dedicated to the 30,000th anniversary of Georgian statehood, 2000th anniversary of Christianity dissemination. Also says it in Russian and the Georgian language, but it always looks pretty cool. So basically I'm gonna go up any moment, just this walk there. Wandering up the stairs. It's actually not too high. On the pictures you're seeing, looks even a bit more, but basically we're seeing the whole city in the back. And from what I saw on the map, I think we're gonna see a lake any moment. But yeah, what a
look at it. It's
structure.
another square structure. So what is the symbolic meaning of
walking
squares?
in
Fallen angels.
A massive structure.
Look at it. It's again the same limestone fused together, cut perfectly, carved into it, massive, set into a square high above, looking over the whole city.
Sure. So basically it looks like it tells in some ways the history of the country over like a couple thousand years. A lot of Christian elements in it. Yeah, when you walk in, seriously, wow. Almost reminds me, probably somewhat inspired by like the Egyptian columns.
Oh my God, look how small he is compared to this structure that's just in the middle of nowhere in Georgia, East Europe, right? Have you ever seen anything like this? Yes.
Yeah, that's truly something inside of here.
Humongous.
Здесь так походить.
Whoa. It's insane. Look how tiny the people are. How did that get there? Obviously, I'm telling you now, it's fallen angels, but I only just found that structure recently. There's so many things in this world that is hidden from us.
So we arrived. Okay,
Same fashion of tone that we see worldwide. And look, you'll see men working with light things like paper, material, fabric, fruits, and vegetable. They don't carve limestone. Look, all the structures that are here, just hanging out in a city we've never heard of. It's a fallen angel structure, post-flood. Look at the columns, look at the stonework, look at the manner of stone. How is that possible? Look at the structure across the street. You see how it's slanted and how the entrance or a window is bricked up? Unbelievable. In plain sight, fallen angel flooded structures in plain sight. Look at it. Look at the men. The men in modern day and have always been worked with paper and light materials. Look at what he's standing by. Can you picture this man working with just one stone, trying to curve it to fit to make this column? The human hands, no matter how big the man, cannot work with these materials that we see all across our earth. It is ginormous, these columns, each stone, the way they're placed and curved to create the design is impossible. Men today work with paper, work with fruits and vegetables and fabric. Like, how many people knew this place even existed? Look at the structures around this city. Look at the stones. Look at this one on the hair over on the left. What the hell is that on the left? Let me stop that. City sounds aren't the best. Anxiety levels were going up, traffic and honking. But look at the structures. Fallen angel buildings all along the right-hand side here. Fallen angel building clearly on the left, a massive one. I need him to swing left to see it. The same thing we see worldwide. He's not even looking. The whole left side of the street is lined with fallen angel structures, as well as the right side. But look at the left. That looks like a palace over there. Why are we on this side? Show me the left side. You see what I mean? Like, there's stuff to be seen. Look at the structure, man. Yeah, people are oblivious to their surroundings. See the structures on the left. Oh wow, look at this. So we're approaching the center square now of the city. As you can see, every center square in every city looks the same worldwide. Wow. What the hell is that? Look, it's a griffin right there, which means that there's treasures nearby. So they're probably at a library right now. So the griffins are always close by libraries and banks. You can see the circuit board lines in the concrete over there. Yeah, the griffin, you saw the griffin. Walking down the street. Like, every city looks livable, right? It looks like you can do what you do here anywhere in the world. I'm going to show you this whole world like you've never seen it before. I'm going to show you cities you've never even thought existed and countries you never even heard of. I'm going to show you it all. Look at the way the street level is so uneven. Very uneven. Another narrow street path with cafes and coffee shops with cobblestones. Ridiculous. You see how everything's designed and laid out the exact same way? Yeah, everything's the same. Whether you're in Prague, Tbilisi, old world building here, fallen angel with the same faces on it we see worldwide. Done with this city. So we're going to Yerevan, Armenia now. So a statue of a man on a horse, of course. Armenia. Okay, let's get to some structures quick. Where are we? Center Square. In the city, look at that right there. It looks like a train station. Building right there. Building right there. The buildings are hidden amongst us. Be walking past it and have just no idea. Like this building here, look at the stones. That's how you can tell. Massive, fused together. Especially the rough stones, how they got them to all match and fit so perfectly is just incredible alone. There we go. City Square in Yerevan, 2-hour walk from the railway station. Look at the fused pink limestone rocks on the structure here, curved with pillars all the way at the top, fallen angel structure. And we're, again, at another city square. The lighting's a bit bad right now because that sun is like glaring off a cloud, but yeah, they call it Republic Square, this one. Unbelievable. Structures are there. Another city walkway. Egypt, Chad. I'm just trying to think. See the same thing, same people, same buildings, same cobblestone roads and pathways. Same. The building, look at the structure, the manner of the stones as they're walking unknowingly through one solid fused building, just covering the whole block. Okay, let's go to Wellington. Watch. So we're going to the capital of New Zealand. Highways look like it could be anywhere. Let's see what happens as we get off the highway into the capital of New Zealand. Just give it a second. Okay, he's taken a long time. Let's go. The building on the left there. So as we're driving in the city now. Looks like any city with the construction there on the right. All the buildings mixed in with old world buildings. Let's see what we see quickly. Let's speed it up. Oh, there's a building on the right here. So as he turns down this street, we got building on the left, building on the right, fallen angel structures. This is the Bank of New Zealand. So obviously it's in an old world building. You see the columns right here. Let me turn it back a bit just so you can know it is a bank. Oh, we're not going to see, is it going to? Yeah, the Bank of New Zealand. They occupy the building takes up the whole block. Can you see? See the columns? They try to add things above it and around it to take away this coffee shop there, old building on the left there, as we're driving through Wellington, New Zealand. Old building on the left right here. There's the columns, there's the lines in the walls. There's a building right here coming up on the right, old world fallen angel structure. What did they repurpose this as? A theater, a hotel, another bank. What is it? It's too tall to be a bank. Another old world building here on the right. See the lines on the outside of the building for energy to pass through. Where else? Hurry. Oh, there we go. There it is. Watch this. There's a structure coming up here, as you can see. So we're in New Zealand now. You can see the circuit board lines, just like we see everywhere in the world when they angle up over the arch and then go out, angle up over the arch. This is New Zealand, Wellington. I've never seen this building in my life, but I know who created it, and you should know too. Same green dome, the columns up there, all the intricate designs in the stone, the curving of rock, which is just unbelievable. And then look, the energy transferring lines. This is how it travels. It's the exact same pattern and design. We've seen it in Africa and Egypt. We've seen it in South America. We see it in Europe. We've seen it here now in New Zealand, Australia. Like, come on. Are you not seeing what I'm seeing here? And is anything clicking how this is possible? Look at it, just sitting there in the middle of the city, like any city. You'll have all the new buildings mixed in with the old world buildings. And we're just driving by. Look at it. It's absolutely magnificent. Yeah, New Zealand. So we just quickly drove through one street, and it's very easy to see other old world building on the left here. You can tell by the brickwork. Building on the left here. See the lines on the outside? New Zealand. Okay, let's get a walk in the city quick. So we only saw one building. Okay. So that's the Wellington Parliament building. As you can see here, fallen angel columns, fallen angel limestone, and fusion of rock. So yeah, fallen angels in New Zealand. Clearly, there's no place on this earth that they did not cover and conquer. Another bridge over water leading into the city. Look, yeah, bridge over water leading into the city, greeted by statues and horses. There's an angel structure right here. And of course, it's the Old Bank shopping arcade. Look, fallen angel structure that's angled one way, curves and angles down the other side of the street. This makes no sense. It's uneven, like it's sunken in the ground, but here we are. And of course, the building is repurposed as a bank. Money, Rockefellers, right? The Canaanites have repurposed all these buildings. The Bank of New Zealand. You see the artwork, you see the lines on the outside of the building, and when it gets to an arch, this doesn't have arches on the windows, but if they were rounded, you'd know it'd angle up and go straight out. Seeing the exact same thing everywhere worldwide. New Zealand. Let's go to some islands now. Well, yeah, look at the building. Look at the Parliament building. There's the lines on the outside. There's the pillars, old building. Obviously, this is part of the new building that was connected to the old building to, yeah, but you can see the angels. Are there statues of angels here? No. How tiny the people are. Ancient fallen angel structure here in New Zealand, right next to a cathedral. Oh boy, it's starting to get really predictable now. See, the lines lead straight to the cathedral. New Zealand, okay, Tenerife.
Are you ready to explore one of the world's most vibrant and mesmerizing destinations? Tenerife, the largest and most populated island in Spain's Canary Islands, is renowned for its incredible.
So the Tenerife is an island off the coast of Africa. So it's nowhere near Spain, but Spain owns it, which is why it's called like the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, even though it's like in the Caribbean, nowhere near England, but it's called British. The same with Tenerife. So it's off the coast of Africa. Let's get into the city and see some structures, walking pathways, coffee shops, uneven ground, slanted buildings, right? So we're seeing it right away. Oh, there's your city square with your fountain with angels around it. Okay. Same thing we see everywhere. Yeah, they're not showing anything. These videos are. Yeah. Tenerife. Old world structures on an island. Look at this. On an island off the coast of Africa, we have fallen. And look what it's called. It's teatro. So it's the theater. So the theater looks like the theater we see everywhere from Vienna to Lima to Lisbon, right? It's the same crap. Tenerife, the island, you can see the structures a mile away. Yeah, we don't want food. Give me buildings. Give me the city. Let's get a different video. This one didn't show anything. Santa Cruz. I guess this is the capital of Tenerife. So as you can see, people are doing the same thing they do everywhere, walking through a pathway with trees, cobblestone roads, with gazebos and fragrance stores and coffee shops, just walking back and forth. Okay, we've seen humans are doing the same thing everywhere. Same store, same banks, same theater, same library, same city square, same statue, same man on a horse, same fallen angels, same Starbucks. There we go. We're starting to see the marble show up now. Remember, narrow pathway in between fallen angel structures. There's one right there, one right here on the right. We're going to start seeing the lines in the outside of the building start showing up. This is Santa Cruz, Tenerife. There's your Mango. Where's your Echo? Where's your... all the same stores worldwide. Every time I walk through one of these pathways in one of these cities, it's the same stores on the same buildings. The world has been played. Yeah. Same thing we see everywhere. We're in Tenerife. Look at the buildings. Look at the pink stone coming up now. Look at the unevenness of the roads that they'd even think of building on a slant like this. Because they didn't. It wasn't slanted at the... like. It's just unbelievable. Building after building after structure after structure, anywhere we go. Guessing this guy's walking to the city square. Where is it? Just walking through all these narrow paths in between the buildings, through the maze of the city, right? Structure there, the same thing. You think you're in Paris. You don't know where you are, especially when you see the same shops, the same fashion, the same just everything. You'd never guess you were off the coast of Africa right now, would you? I know where we're going next. We're going to go to Milan and Buenos Aires. And then we're going to try and hit up the Caribbean. Look at the statue there. Insane. Winged creature again. Where are these winged creatures today? We don't see winged humanoids or winged mammals. Like, what's going on? Every city is finished, is done. People are happy where they are and live, right? You can see they have it all already. Okay, let's go to Milan. Epic Milan. How much percent I got? Oh God, dying out. 3 days in Milan. Boom. Okay, here's a city square, structures everywhere. There's your arch. There's your angels on top of the arch. Wow. Incredible. Okay, let's just see what Milan has. It's incredible. Look at that shopping center. Look at the way the buildings curve around. Everything's designed and has a purpose and a place. Look at this.
Around every corner? Imagine strolling through the majestic Duomo, savoring the world's finest cuisine, and basking in the glow of sunset by the Navili canals. This is how to spend 3 days in Milan, Italy.
There's your city square.
And participating in various events. Moreover, Milan's fashion weeks in February to March and September to October are a spectacle not to be missed, offering the ultimate experience for fashion aficionados. Milan airport tips. Arriving at Milan Malpensa and local charm in these areas. Getting around Milan. Milan's transport system is your... If you're staying in the historic center, you're just a short walk away from this architectural marvel. Otherwise, hop on the metro and get off.
Architectural marvel, yeah. Fallen angel structure. There's a man on a horse. Giant lions. Look at it. It's insane. Look at this. Another archway. This looks like the one in Lisbon leading into a shopping area. Unbelievable. Look at this masterpiece right here. Angels. What do we see? We see angels and humans together at the top of these buildings. Look on the artwork. You've got to learn to see the artwork. I've looked at thousands of paintings worldwide in these buildings now, and they all tell the same story of angels coming down to heaven, intermingling with humanity, teaching man how to make weapons and kill each other while taking the women and creating a hybrid offspring called the Nephilim. Angels, angels, angels all throughout Milan and the artwork, angels mixing with humans. That's what I can show you and prove.
Even if splurging in these shops isn't on your agenda, it's still worth a visit just to marvel at the exquisite architecture, blending neoclassical and Baroque in.
Exquisite. Oh, neoclassical and Baroque blending. Come on, they could just throw that in, throw in some Victorian, and boom, everyone's satisfied with the information given to them.
Influences, it's hailed as one of the most beautiful galleries in Europe. Insider tip. Don't miss the tradition of spinning on the bull's mosaic for good luck. It's a fun, free experience tucked away on the gallery's floor.
Okay. Zigzag said it seems to fit perfectly and makes sense because all the buildings have been repurposed. In regards to his comment saying we are in the short season of Satan. So another Satan little seasoner. I'm not ignoring or your comments. They're there, but I just don't care for the little season. I'm proving right now we're not in little season. We're in the post-flooded world leading up to Revelation. So if you don't like that, you can go harass someone else with your Satan's little season and go worship Satan somewhere else. Thank you. Like I said, your comments are not being censored. I just don't have time and energy to give to people that are blind and are trying to push a false narrative, a fake timeline, when I'm clearly showing you we're in the timeline after Genesis, after the flood, after the angels came here, created these cities and intermingled with humanity. That's where we are. If you don't like it, go away. Angel buildings everywhere. Look at the design in the stone. There's your circuit board lines etched. Are you guys seeing? Can you hear me when I point this out everywhere in every city in the world? How our energy is being stolen and hijacked and siphoned through these angel structures? It's the same design everywhere.
A short stroll from here leads you directly to
See the lines and the stone there? It's the same. Look at the artwork. Look at the columns, from round columns to flat columns.
the iconic La Scala, the cradle of Milan's opulent opera scene.
Another opera house, theater.
The roar of the crowd during an exciting sports event. Arco della Pace in the northwest, standing majestically at the
Wow. Another arch. More buildings, more statues,
edge
more
of the park.
horses and
Milan's
angels.
triumphal arch is a sight to behold. Perfect for those Instagram-worthy shots, it's a symbol of peace and grandeur. And if you're adventuring through Milan with little ones, don't miss the aquarium located within Simpioni Park. It's a magical underwater world.
Oh, an aquarium in an old world building too.
Milan's Chinatown.
Cobbled stone streets in between.
To wrap up your first day
buildings.
in Milan, why not wander through the city's charming Chinatown, just a 10-minute walk north from the majestic...
Nothing Chinese looking about it. Subway, more statues. Where are we going? I said Milan.
wandering. It offers an unparalleled, jaw-dropping view of Milan Duomo that you won't find anywhere else. A heads up for the planners among us, the palace takes a breather on Mondays, shutting its doors to the public. If you're keen on visiting, admission is around 15 USD at full price. Lunch. Just a stone's throw away from...
Wow. Let's look at this scenery right here. Milan. Is there a better video walking around Milan? Let's see the walking tour. Got a different perspective. Old world buildings throughout, bridges over water, cobblestone roads, unbelievable stuff. More scenes. Exposing the fallen angel structures, the fallen angel cities, the fallen angels designs. Incredible. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's go to Buenos Aires. We're going back to South America. We're going to Argentina. Walk around Argentina quick. South America. There's a city square. There's the old buildings. There's an old fallen angel building there. This pink one right here. The old world building here. Look at the structures. They're surrounded. Black and white striped crosswalks, the same worldwide. The pathway in between the buildings with all the stores, the same thing. This is Buenos Aires now. There's the old world buildings, the same buildings that they walked through in between. It's the same thing. There's the building. I'm guessing that was the bank. old world buildings throughout Argentina here. Let's quickly walk around and get to see what we're going to see. This building here, as you can see, it's got the lines on the building there that I've been trying to point out is how the energy passes through. That's why it goes, look, statues right here. There's the same design we see everywhere. Look at this structure here. What is that? This is unbelievable stuff we're seeing. From city to city, it's exactly the same thing we are seeing. This whole building takes up the whole block. Buenos Aires. Another narrow walk path between the buildings to shop. There's the energy lines. Another walkway, same thing we see everywhere. See some more structures. Are we going to get downtown? Let's see. We're in Argentina. Okay, he didn't walk towards where I need him to go. Downtown Buenos Aires. Same everywhere. Let's see. We need to see those government buildings. Here we go. Buenos Aires, Argentina.
A sprawling metropolis.
Too much music. But here, oh, there we go. There it is. So this is the Argentinian Parliament building, I'm guessing. It's right here in Buenos Aires at the city square. You can see the angels on top right here, claiming the building that they've created, just like all the other buildings, just like it worldwide. Here we are in Buenos Aires, South America, with another fallen angel structure repurposed as government parliament. Theater, artwork. Look at those two buildings here. Look at the Pantheon-looking building right there. Angels in the artwork. Boca Juniors, soccer team, food, merengue, salsa, tango. Look at the domes. Another bridge over water going into the city. Fallen angel structures throughout. Columns, stonework. Random monument. There's the lines in the cement I've been telling you to look for. They're right there everywhere, every building. Look at the artwork. Look at the artwork, what it's telling you worldwide. Angels intermingling with humanity. Angels and humans at one point mixed together in humanity. And this is what the artwork is describing and showing. Wow. No music. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Look at this. Banco de la Nación Argentina. That's a pretty exquisite, over-the-top bank, but it fits in with the other banks, like the Bank of Japan that controls Japan, like all the other banks that we just seen. Of course, this would be a bank, right? Of course. But it could have been a palace, right? It could have been anything, but it's been repurposed as a bank, this fallen angel structure. Wow. Amazing. Excuse me? Look, I'm not here hurting anyone's feelings. You're the one coming onto my presentation, trying to push your crap that I'm clearly don't even need to bring up, because what I'm showing proves what, like, nothing close to Satan's little season. I do not want to hear it. So it's an insult that you would even bring it up, considering what I'm showcasing. Do you understand me? I've put almost a decade of critical thinking and research into this, and you're just going to jump onto my live stream and throw out the most throwed out crap without thinking. There we go. There's the angels on the building right there in pink. Where's your Satan's little season when I'm fully showing you Genesis right here? He's not here to listen and learn. These are trolls. They get paid to just come and bomb the truth with crap. Like, no, we're not in there. We're in Satan's little season. Jesus isn't coming back. Don't come on here and do that. If I see any more Satan little seasoners, you're just going to get banned right away. Because what I'm showing here is absolute 100% proof, in fact, that the Bible is the truth and that we are in the timeline that it shows us we're in right after Genesis, just before or in Revelation now. This is not buildings from the millennial reign. This isn't Jesus Christ. This is the reign of fallen angels I am showcasing here. The artwork shows the reign of fallen angels worldwide. The statues show the reign of fallen angels worldwide. Like, they're there everywhere. What is that? That's an angel. Another angel here with two reefs. Angels. Forbidden angels. Angels that never should have been here. That never should have been seen by human eyes. We never should have had this image of what an angel looks like. But here we are with angels. Millions, if not billions of statues and images of them worldwide. On the most impossible structures. Inside of them. On the ceilings. In all the museums. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, do you not see what's going on here? Who is this showing ruled the world? That is an angel with a reef. That's a principality. Immortalized in stone. We see this image worldwide. And we know what happened to the reign of the fallen angels. God commanded the flood and imprisoned them. That's why they're no longer here. That's why the buildings look like they've been flooded by the ocean. Looks like they've been submerged in water. Looks like the ground they sit on doesn't make sense. There's windows and doors below ground. Buenos Aires. What other cities do I have? Look at the structures. Let's go to the Caribbean quick. Havana. So we're going to Cuba. And I'm going to show you the fallen angels in Cuba. We're in the Caribbean now. The biggest island in the Caribbean. It's going to show you right here on the map. So Cuba is right here. Havana, you can see, is this dot up here. That's the Dominican Republic. There's Puerto Rico. There's Jamaica. Jamaica has fallen angel structures all throughout, especially the Parliament building. Cuba also has, Dominican has, Haiti has, Puerto Rico has. So the whole Caribbean is covered in fallen angel structures. All of Central America, from Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, San Jose, Panama. So we're going to see the Cuban one now. So this is where we are, in the Caribbean. We're going to see fallen angel structures in Cuba that should not be there, have no business being there, but they are there. Look at all the structures, look at all the buildings. There we go. The same design on the walls for energy to pass through the city is here seen. Look, there's another ancient structure. This one a bit more damaged and weathered. Well, it's the Caribbean. So when the flood came, waters must have came from all angles, right? And submerged this building longer than others in the world. That's why it looks like this from the flood. The buildings were flooded. I can prove it. They have fucking algae on the roofs of the buildings. That the only way you can get that if you were submerged in an ocean. Again, proves the timeline from Genesis to Revelation. Look at the structure. See the columns on the building? Look at the stonework. It's all fused together. How did anyone accomplish this? Not one chip, not one gap. Everything is fused. Stone fusion. Oops, I accidentally skipped too far. Look at it. What is that in the background? That looks like the Vatican, no? Another massive dome tower there coming through Havana as we approach it. Look at it. Look at the scaffolding is unnecessary. It's just there to take away from the opulence and the perfection of the structure, but it's finished. It's always been finished. They found it finished. It's been finished. They never had to do anything but just dust off the mud and the dirt from the flood. This is Cuba Havana Parliament building. It is absolutely insane. Look at the side of the walls. It's got the same design we see everywhere. We are exposing the fallen angel beast system, the network that was once before that has been reactivated. Our energy in these cities are being transferred through these buildings to the main cathedrals, to all the hubs. Look at the circuit board lines on the Parliament building in Cuba. Havana, Cuba. Who made it? These guys made it. They're always not too far from the structures, or they're just right there on top lounging. There's another fallen angel reaching out with its reef on top of a structure that a human mind couldn't even draw on paper, let alone come up with and build it and find all the materials to finish it. Fallen angels all over the buildings in Cuba, Havana. Look at it. Absolutely insane piece of rock here sitting in the Caribbean. A long way away from Europe, from Baroque, colonial, Victorian. Ridiculous. Angels, fallen angels, we found them on the structure. Just look at it. They're high up looking over everyone, stuck in the 60s here in Cuba. Fallen angels on the buildings. Look at the insides. I can prove without a doubt that we are post-flood, that these structures were a part of the flood. Look at the ships in the water there. Look at the structures. Look at the columns. Look at the ornate design. Angels all the way at the top on the ceiling. The reign of fallen angels. Look, even this house is a fallen angel piece right here. The fallen angels created all over Earth. I'm guessing this is a library or some kind of museum, or what is it? The University of Havana, of course. Wow. The University of Havana and a fallen angel structure. Notice the statues, none of them look like Cuban people. The statues are of the same people we see worldwide from before the flood, the antediluvian race of people, the Canaanites. There's your man on a horse. Bridge over water. We've seen this visual everywhere. I'm starting to lose track of where we are now because everywhere looks the same. Wow, what is this? So these, look at the statue. It's the same people. These aren't Cubans or Africans or Spanish or French. It's the fallen angels. The same face worldwide, the same facial features. I could take it to India. We're going to India next, and I'm going to show you something. I've been here. Cuba's square with, yeah, I've been here. Unbelievable. I didn't know what I know now, but I felt it. Old world building. Look at the damage, though. Remember, this is the Caribbean. So an island. So they had more, there were more vulnerable to flooding, even though the whole world was flooded. But of course, these buildings being where they were would have been hit a lot harder, as opposed to like the middle of Washington and in America, right? Another pathway in between angel buildings here in Cuba, a well-lit fallen angel structure at night. There's a fallen angel on top of the building there. Angels, fallen angels, the reign of fallen angels, every city, every square, silent angels everywhere. Just because you don't want to see them doesn't mean they don't exist. Just because you don't believe in the Bible doesn't mean that the Bible's not true, especially when I can prove it by walking around every city on earth. Look at your pink columns there. Look at this structure right here. We're in Cuba, Havana. Look at the lines on the wall to pass the energy through the city. Look at the men always working with fabrics and fruits and vegetables, not stonework. Wow, everywhere on the world. So this doesn't look, see, look at the people. The people are not the people that are there in the land, anywhere in the world. These people don't exist anymore. Look at that face. That's the same face we see on the Statue of Liberty, the same face we see on the statues in Australia, the same face we see on the statues in Africa. Definitely not an African-looking featured person. Now we're in the Caribbean. This doesn't look like a Caribbean-faced Cuban. It looks like the same Greco-Roman, mythological Olympus ruling fallen angel, Satan, Lucifer-looking motherfuckers, right? It's the same people worldwide that ruled the world before the flood. Look. Look. Okay, let's go to Victoria Memorial, Kolkata. So we're in India now. Kolkata. I think this used to be the capital of India, not anymore.
The bell icon and
Okay, so this is Kolkata, India. Here's a fallen angel structure right here. If you don't have eyes to see, you're not going to see it, but there you can already see the angel on top looking over the whole city, right? We're in India. This isn't a Christian nation. This is a Hindu nation. They don't believe in angels. They believe in monkey gods and Shiva and Ganesh and Vishnu and Krishna. Like, this is not where angels belong. But yet, here we are in another nation with another culture, another language, another religion where angels don't fit, but they're there. Just like in Asia, we see angels in Buddhist nations. We see angels in almost every part of this earth. And here, again, in a Hindu country with over 1 billion Hindus, we have an angel structure right here in Kolkata. And it has nothing to do with Queen Victoria. This, like I said in yesterday's video, but there's the structure. Doesn't look Indian at all. Look at the brickwork, look at the stonework. Kolkata. So they're going to give you a fake history on fake construction pictures of some British guy traveling to India to honor the Queen. It's ridiculous. It's not what happened. Look at the stonework. Look at the columns. Look at the fake construction pictures. So this is what they pass as like we constructed this. And I've gone over this many times. The construction photos from the archives are fake. Everything's a blur. The building's already finished. They used a weak form of Photoshop back then to remove parts of buildings and add scaffolding with blurred black lines that lead nowhere. That technology doesn't exist. So 100%, we know now that this is a fallen angel structure. That's why there's an angel on top of the building, because the construction photos don't add up. That's not going to pass, bud. But yet here it is. perfectly finished with your angel on top in a Hindu nation. Another fallen angel structure, a stone dome. Angel, let's get a close-up of the angel, please. Man on horse over an archway, of course. Gotta have that. There's a cow. Doesn't fit the people. Indians would not have come and built this and paid honor to anything other than their own Hindu gods. Why is this there in a Hindu nation with a fallen angel on top, higher than anything? So we got fallen angels in India. Crazy. Let's go to Krakow. We're going to Poland quick. Another city square, same thing we see everywhere. Same thing. We're in Krakow, Poland, but you'd never know unless I told you. It could be anywhere. Old World building right there on the right. Same thing everywhere. Same buses, same streetcars, same subway, same churches and cathedrals, same shopping pathways, same walkways, cobblestone road walkways in between the fallen angel buildings with shops. Okay, exact same design that we've seen. There's your pastries, there's your city square now with your statues and your buildings all around. And there's going to be a fountain somewhere in the middle. A man on a horse statue. Oh, he's there, but he's not on his horse. Everyone's on their phone, not understanding where they are and who's watching over them and siphoning their energy. So we come back out into the square of Krakow, Poland. You can see all the structures. Fake scaffolding to cover up the perfection. There's the lines on the wall I've been telling you about. Everywhere. We're in Krakow, Poland now. We just saw them in Buenos Aires. We've seen them in... We should go to Brazil next. God, all of South America. We got to cover Central America. We saw them in Cuba, Australia, Africa. Welcome to Poland. There's your old world building right here in the background. Look at it. Krakow, what is that? A train station. Again, same malls we see everywhere. Same city square with your paper tents in front of all the buildings on your cobblestone roads. Wow, what a structure right there in the square. One of the biggest ones we've seen. And oh, this is crazy. Yeah, walking in between the buildings, Poland. There's another structure right here, fallen angel structure. See the statues all on front. There's the lines in the concrete to siphon the energy. It's always the same thing. Okay, let's go to Warsaw. Let's see what Warsaw looks like. Oh, this looks crazy. This guy's in Warsaw. He's in another city square in Warsaw now. Yeah, I don't want to see this guy's jumping around too much. Let's see this.
Adventure in Warsaw. From walking along the historic royal route and exploring the colorful old town to uncovering hidden gems in the vibrant Prague district, this itinerary is packed with iconic landmarks, cultural experiences,
Yeah.
cultural heritage. In church, where the heart of famous composer Frédéric Chopin is interred. Take a moment to admire the church's Baroque design and reflect on Chopin's legacy. Insider tip. Look for the small plaque outside Holy Cross. Conclude your second day with a nightcap at Bar Studio, a hip-hop bar located in the Palace of Culture and
Unbelievable. Let's go to Gdansk. Another city from Poland. So we've gone to Krakow, Warsaw, now Gdansk. Anything different? Train station, city square, old school buildings, KFC, because that really fits. Cobblestone roads and streets and pathways with old world buildings, the same design, same purpose, same statues, same fashion. Oh, come on. Yeah, just random castles poking out of the ground, of course. Another bridge going over water to lead into the city. That's going to take you to, let me guess, a city square with angel buildings around Gdansk. There's your cobblestone pathway, people having coffee, the river, the bridge, the building. Yeah, Poland. Where are we going next? Let's see. People posing on the old world architecture. Each rock, each brick, each stone just purposefully perfect for the structure to, it's just insane. There we go. Approaching an old fallen angel structure here. Castle looking. Statues on the outside, gold trim. Same design over the arches with the lines. Yeah, definitely 100% fallen angel structure here in Gdansk. There's your fountain. There's your building. Look at the lines again on the bigger form right here. Same thing. Circuit board, right? Leading to the cathedral, passing through all the buildings. It's beyond our understanding and comprehension. It's like magic. Okay, give me some cities. Where are we going? What the hell? Okay, Moscow. Someone wants to go to Moscow. I think, yeah, we did St. Petersburg already, so Moscow is just going to be wild. Yeah, Russia. Welcome to Moscow, Russia. There's an angel structure right there. Okay, let's get to it. Fallen Angel buildings all on the left here and the right. First place I've seen crosswalks are black and white. They're actually yellow and white here in Russia. Fallen Angel structure, same lines, same thing we're seeing everywhere. Walking through Moscow. Let's get a travel video and see what we're missing out. Moscow, Russia. Yeah, America's not it, man. Canada's not it. Look at this structure right here we're looking at with angels on it. Another structure. A whole building right here on the right. This whole building, look at them. Another archway, cobblestone roads. Incredible, unbelievable. Look at the building on the right and the left. That's all we're looking at now is fallen angel structures. These cities were formed by the fallen angels during their reign here on Earth. Look at this. There was only one civilization that had the capability to pull this off worldwide, what we're seeing, and it was pulled off worldwide, and it's the fallen angels. They had full dominion over this earth, which is why God had to put an end to it. They ruled as gods on earth in these cities and these mini kingdoms they created for themselves. To have a human population worship them, right? Moscow. So wait, let's go to these countries. So we've got France, Germany, Switzerland, Italy. We've seen Vienna, Austria. We've seen Prague, Czech Republic. We've seen Bratislava, Slovakia. We need to go to Budapest, Hungary. We got Croatia to visit. We just saw Warsaw, Krakow, Gdansk. Oh, Latvia. I got to go to Latvia next. Oh my God. Estonia, Lithuania, Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece. So we got many places to still explore. This is Russia. There's Finland, Scandinavia up here. We've gone through Moscow. St. Petersburg is... Where is St. Petersburg? Isn't it up here somewhere? I don't see it. Oh, Moscow, St. Petersburg. Okay. Let's see what. We got a lot to go over. Okay, yeah. Bridge over water leading into the city. You see the palace right there, statues. Look at the building here. I don't understand Russian, but this is probably a library or museum. Wow. Wow. Angel on the top there. You see the angel high up, holding out again the wreath. That's a principality. We got angels sitting here, angels sitting there. Angel, angel. Angels. Right there in the middle of the city in Moscow. More angels on this structure here on their horses. There's the columns.
Tragedy.
Space. Give me a break. There's no such thing as space, because if there was space, then the reign of fallen angels would have conquered space, but they didn't. because they knew that where they came from was heaven above earth. And that's where they fell from, and this is where they stayed until their imprisonment. They'll never get to return to heaven. So Moscow, yeah, colorful structures all throughout Moscow. We see angels everywhere, fountains, cobblestone roads, massive structures, horses. Oh, the 4 horses, actually. Wow. Doesn't look real. We have the same, this entranceway is identical to the one in Toronto, Queen's Park. Because I've been next to it and I've touched it. The way it levels in like that and levels out, it's the same. Let me see if I can find a picture quickly of Queen's Park, Canada. I've been studying these buildings for the longest time. Queen's Park, Queen's Park. Here we go. It's almost identical. I just need a close-up picture. Queen's Park, Canada entrance. There we go. How does that look compared to... Okay, we'll come back. But yeah, I'm going to show one of the sides of Queen's Park. Because the entrance is one of the entrances. Queen's Park. Side entrance. Let me see. Oh, is that it? Okay, we'll come back to it, but it's the same design. Yeah, it's identical to Toronto Queen's Park, correct. I just looked at some pictures as well. Yes, sir, it says Nightcrawler. Moscow. So we know Russia is full of angels. We've seen them in St. Petersburg, in the church there, in the basilica, on the parliament, right here again on the building. Angels here everywhere with their winged creatures. Look, fallen angels right here too. It's the reign of fallen angels holding up the shield. They're the ones who ruled this world. These are their buildings. Let's go to Latvia. Riga, Latvia. Again, you'd never guess where you were. It looks like any other city, right by the water with a bridge going over it, leading into the city. There it is. There's your statues of the same people, the fallen angels on their structures. Latvia. So we're going to take Ryanair, fly into, look at the building right there, cobblestone streets, people sitting, drinking. Same thing we're seeing. There's your city square, surrounded by fallen angels. There's your fountain with angels. There's your golden dome. How many people have heard of Latvia? So we're in Riga, Latvia. So Riga, I'm guessing, is the capital of Latvia here in Eastern Europe. Okay, get some power soon. Things are starting to die. Come back later. No music. Okay, let's get to Latvia, Riga. Let's get out the airport. Let's get into the city. And yeah, it's what you'd expect to find in any city once you get out of the airport. And you're like, oh, a building, a coffee shop, and shops I can't afford to shop in. Perfect. I could have stayed home and experienced the exact same thing here. City square, buildings. Inside a church. Latvian cuisine, Riga, Latvia. Here's a structure right here. So let's guess what this building is. Is this the Theatre Opera House of Latvia? Just gonna zoom in. Oh, it's the National Opera. Okay, it is the Opera House. Who would have guessed? There's the angel on top. There's the horses, more angels, more columns. This could have either been the bank or the Opera House, and we guessed it right. It is the National Opera of Latvia. Oh. More angels on the statues. Another angel holding up a crown up here in Latvia. So the angels ruled this world. How many times do we have to see angel statues, angel artwork, angels on buildings, angels on the Opera House? What is this? National Museum. So there's a museum of the arts of Latvia. Look at the people statued up here on the entrance. Insane. So this could have been a bank. This could have been the opera, but it's the Museum of Art. There's the granite columns. Golden dome right here poking out over the city. Old world buildings here in the city that people actually live in and don't know it. KGB headquarters. What the hell? Look at this. Alexander Nevsky Church. Another fallen angel structure. Just right there in a country that most people would never visit ever. Latvia. Oh, they have their own Kremlin. It looks just like the buildings in Russia. See? Look at the lines on the, look at the design on the friggin' outside of the building. What did I tell you about the energy lines that go across? And once it gets to the arch, it goes up and out, up and out, up, 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 out, up, out. The exact same design worldwide on these structures. And I think I know exactly what it's used for. And I've been telling you. Our understanding of this realm now is being blown wide open. So thank you to Jesus Christ for revealing the truth to us during these end times. Who wants to see another city? We can go Lithuania. Let's see what's in Lithuania, because I probably won't remember that city again. Lithuania. Kaunas. Travel guide. Vilnius. Is that Lithuania city guide? Oh, it looks just like any other city. Welcome to Lithuania. Curved, tight, narrow, cobblestone street in between fallen angel buildings with cafe shops, with mango, with echo, with roll. All right, I guess. Welcome to Lithuania. We're here. There's the structure right there that the fallen angels created. Welcome to Lithuania.
I mean, really, if you come away with this still having questions, just give this video a thumbs up.
Cobblestone streets. You could find those streets anywhere in the world. You don't need to go to Lithuania to find it. Artwork in the church. You can see angels immortalized in the ceiling. There's going to be angels in the artwork here too, intermingling with humanity. So yeah, the artwork and the stone shows angels falling from heaven and coming down to rule over humans. Oh, there. What? We're about to see something. Look at the angel structures here. Look at the cobblestone streets in between the angel buildings. Look at the angel structure there. And look at the angel right here blowing in the trumpet. I'm not making this up. I'm not making all these videos. I haven't been worldwide. I didn't tell them put angel statues everywhere so I can enforce my theory that the reign of fallen angels is real. I didn't do this. Humans didn't do this. Humans did not all of a sudden 500 years ago say, you know what, we need to put angel statues all over this earth. That's not what happened. But here we are, angel statues everywhere in countries you've never even heard of. And I'm going to show them all to you. And I'm going to show you how every city is built and created and laid out in the exact same way as every other city on earth, no matter what continent it is in. They are all exactly the same the same power hub buildings, the same current to travel. Look at that, curved buildings through the narrow streets. Look at this building right here. Let me guess, Baroque, neoclassical. What language do they speak in Lithuania? Are they going to tell us? Look at this, ancient ruins, just walking down the street. Statues on the outside of buildings, only the angels did that. Designs on the outside of the building like this, only the angels did that. You can see the structures here throughout Lithuania. Let's go inside the church. What do we see? Angels sitting up here. Incredible craftsmanship of some of the hardest stones on earth. But yeah, here it is in Lithuania. Yep, of course, another structure that just looks like it doesn't belong there, but it's there. Look at the faces over the arch. These are angel faces. These aren't the face of Lithuanian people. That's the face of an angel, fallen angel. The same thing we see everywhere. Now, this one is full of angels. Like, can you see them and pick them out up here, high up? They're all up here in the corners, sitting around. They're sitting there, over here. They're all over the place. Golden pillars. Are you kidding me? It's a lot to take in. Look at the ceiling now. This is incredible stuff here coming out of Lithuania. Angels there, angels everywhere, angels, angels, angels. These are not Christian churches because look, that's Lucifer. See the star up here? That's the Lucifer morning star symbol right there with the triangle, all-seeing eye with the sun rays coming out. They're worshiping Lucifer in these churches, Satan. That's not Jesus. I told you, we're going to see this symbol everywhere in all the churches worldwide, from South America to Europe to Africa to North America to Asia. They worship Satan. That's why the fallen angels are all throughout the Vatican, every church, and it should not be that way. Satan being worshipped. You see the griffins above? This is all satanic crap. I know it might look pretty and look pleasant, but it wasn't created by, it was created by demons, right? Look at this. What is this? The Regina Passis. I don't speak this language, but it's right here. Crazy looking structure. How long have we been live? It's coming up 3 hours. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop this video soon, recharge everything. Look at the inside of this structure. Fallen angels. The people that created this were fallen angels. That's why you see angels all throughout the artwork, because it was them that created it. Wow. Are you looking at this? There's no way humans were able to, not even today, not even with today's technology, could you get a bunch of guys to get together and design something so perfect. It's 100% perfection. Like everything is symmetrically perfect. And it should not be with this amount of intricacy supposedly done by the human hand. This is impossible. But it exists here in Lithuania. Angels everywhere. Another narrow pathway. Look at this structure. Look at this structure here. Look at this. Between the streets, we see the same thing in every city. Wow, Lithuania is pretty decked out. You'd think you're in like Rome or Paris or Washington. Look at them on top of the building. Angels up there in the church. Yeah, Satan is the one who invented the concept of church. The original Greek manuscripts of the Bible never say that fake word or refer to that fake concept. Church is an antichrist concept, which is why all the churches we have seen depict angels falling from heaven, depict the symbol of Satan, Lucifer, the morning star. This is mind-blowing, Zigzag. This is crazy. What have we seen worldwide so far? Because I'm gonna have to stop this video soon, charge everything. It's already coming up 3 hours. So I'm guessing we could keep it at 3 hours a tour video, right? Let's see, what else? Are we gonna get any recommendations? Other cities? I got 6% left. Did I miss any cities? Did anyone want to see a specific city that I missed or passed over? Always appreciate your work here, man. Great, informative. Time has definitely been manipulated and hijacked. We might not even know it today again with CERN. Exactly. Geneva. Let's go to Geneva then, seeing as you just mentioned CERN. Let's quickly try and get Geneva in here. Geneva, Switzerland. One day in Geneva. Let's see what we can see in one day in Geneva. So there it is. So it's got fallen angel structures everywhere, the same buildings we're seeing worldwide. United Nations headquarters, you just saw it there. There's bridges going over water leading into the city like any other city. The narrow pathway in between the buildings. There's the design to take your energy siphoning, traveling through the buildings to the cathedrals. We're in Geneva, Switzerland. There isn't a city today that we have explored that we did not see any of this. Look at this, United Nations headquarters. Look at the street. One day in Geneva, let's get to it. Get out the airport, get your train, the same crap, same bus, same Uber. Boom, you're outside the UN headquarters here in Geneva. Let's take a look at this building here. Definitely an old world structure. Another old world fallen angel building here in the middle of just wherever that is. Let's get in the city. Yeah, these travel videos are annoying because they just try to only post like what they believe is a tourist attraction, right? 5%. So we're walking through Geneva, Switzerland, and we're about to approach another Pantheon-looking fallen angel structure right here. So it's Saint Pierre Geneve Cathedral. Okay, looks exactly like any other cathedral worldwide. Exact same design, impossible to be replicated worldwide to that one-to-one clone of buildings. Like they're literally one-to-one clones. Look at the uneven floor. Why? It doesn't add up. Look how it goes all the way up, 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 up. So this was the original ground level. It would be here. So this building would already be underground, but you can already tell. So where's the rest of this one? Why would they choose to build on sloped, uneven ground? Trust me, they didn't. Yeah, this is going to be the last one we go through, Geneva, and then we'll be back later tonight. So last night's video got blocked and banned. It was doing really well with the algorithm, had almost 1,000 views, and I woke up this morning to see that it was banned 3 hours before I woke up, so at like 4 a.m. Look at this restaurant with the same design on the doorways and windows that we see worldwide. So yeah, I had to edit out some stuff because we're trying to claim copyright. This is why most of these videos we're going to watch and mute. Oh yeah, I gotta stop quickly. I gotta charge it. The computer's acting up. So we're gonna wrap this up quickly. Give me a second. Just plug it in. Doesn't work well with 5%, does it? Okay. According to the evidence, angels, extraterrestrials, origins maybe. Tartarus was 100. That became a slightly less advanced civilization with great. Some of people possess some angel DNA. Okay. Thank you for that, Maxwell. We need to see more of this claim. Mind-blowing stuff, right? Okay, let's get this off the screen. Everything's acting up because I ran the battery dead, so it's kind of acting up now. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. This thing is like really sketching out right now, so I'm trying my best to let everything catch up without touching anything. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm glad everyone's enjoying the world tours. I'm going to keep doing it as much as I can, 2-3 hours at a time, trying to cram in as many cities as we can, showcasing the near identical similarities that each city possesses, no matter what culture, religion, or continent it may be on. It's the same thing. Yeah, breathtaking, mind-blowing. The fake churches, all the evil artwork we're uncovering, it's all there to be seen. We can see in all these structures the angels mingling with humans. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm not done with the tour, so make sure you're subscribed because I will be back. There's a lot to showcase. Let me bring up the next image. So we went over. So I went over the wedding at Cana. Oh, we're not going to be able to see that because it's. Yeah, let me remove that. Okay. So the next time we're going to go through some more cities. Discuss. We're going to try and go through more cathedrals. So if you guys can, leave in the comment section some of the most famous cathedrals and churches in the world. And then we're going to go through the walking tours in them, and we're going to look and analyze all the artwork from all the churches from every different continent, and we're going to compare them from churches and cathedrals in South America to the ones in North America to the ones in Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. And then we're going to find out the real story, because I'm telling you right now, I've already done it. I just need to do it all over again in a way I can present it to you all. So once we're getting to it, we just have to uncover all the cities first. And then we're going to start touring inside of the structures and looking at the statues that tell the story of Genesis, start looking at the artwork that also tell the story and show the story that took place in Genesis, that reveal Enoch is true and should never have been removed from the Holy Bible. So correct. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair and beautiful, and they wanted to choose them as their wives. So they made a pact in heaven, and 200 of the leaders fell with their armies to earth and created these cities, seduced the women, created the hybrid Nephilim race. And that went on for a good 1,000 years or more, a good millennium of the reign of the fallen angels, until God flooded the world, commanded the angels to be imprisoned, commanded the Nephilim to roam the earth as demonic spirits. And here we are, and the rest of humanity was washed away, and only Noah and his family were saved. Wait, do I have, so I want to see this one image of cathedral cathode, right? So we've been talking a lot about these cities being power hubs that are siphoning energy from us. I've been showing you the network, the designs on the walls that match that of a computer circuit board. So here's another image of a cathedral. So I don't know, I have to find this cathedral because they all look the same, but somehow in this cathedral, it has this design on the floor in the cathedral. And this design is exactly the same as a design you'd find on a circuit board where current and energy is passing through to make the electronics work, right? So I need to find this church, but what I've already shown you is 100% proof that energy is flowing through these cities, through these buildings, and meeting at a hub point. Maybe the cathedrals and the churches in the cities are the main hub points that collect the data, that collect the essence of human energy and life force, right? And then they convert that for the angels to somehow use and live off and survive off and whatnot. So yeah, cathedrals, cathodes. So the word cathedral does share an intriguing etymological link with, oh, we're going to Facebook. Okay, let's see what this guy had to say. With concepts that connect to energy and frequency, the term derives from the Latin cathedra, meaning seat or throne, referring to the bishop's seat of authority. However, if we look deeper, the word cathode, a term from electricity, offers a fascinating symbolic parallel, as both cathedrals and cathodes are associated with the flow and transmission of energy. So cathedrals, much like the cathode in an electrical circuit, could be seen as centers for channeling spiritual and energetic forces. Their design, including stained glass windows with intricate patterns, aligns with cymatic principles, the study of vibrational frequencies creating geometric patterns in matter. So these windows not only filtered light, but also symbolize the interplay of frequency, vibration, and energy in a sacred space, embodying the universe's harmonic order. So the bells inside cathedrals add another layer of connection to energy and healing. Bells emit sound waves at specific frequencies, often designed to resonate with human bodies and minds. These vibrations have been shown to have therapeutic effects, calming the nervous system and fostering a sense of harmony. In a spiritual context, the ringing of bells was thought to cleanse and purify the space, much like how electrical energy can cleanse or power a circuit. In essence, cathedrals were not just places of worship, but could also be seen as great batteries of spiritual and energetic significance, harnessing light, sound, and form to create a space of resonance and healing. The connection between the words cathedral and cathode, through linguistic coincidence, mirrors the deeper truth that both relate to the flow of energy, whether spiritual or physical, through harmonious design and purposeful intent. So this goes very much along with everything I've been showing in regards to energy flowing through the cities. The cathedral being the main hub where the data all comes from and collects, but the way it moves through the city is through this pattern right here, like you see on a circuit board. So through the vibration, so humans, when we speak, when we walk, we are creating vibration on the earth through sound waves, and somehow those sound waves that vibrate are being collected in these circuit board pathways that run through and alongside the cities, through along the buildings, right? And then they collect. So everything's making sense now and adding up to how these cities work, how our energy and our vibrations are from our sound and our breathing and just our existence alone is somehow feeding this system, right? And it's all there to be seen. We've been looking and showing these strange designs and network lines everywhere on Earth, surrounded by the fallen angel buildings leading up to these very cathedrals. So there is no such thing as a bishop's seat of authority. Jesus never authorized bishops nor any other form of clergy. So all clergy have nothing but satanic fake authority, correct? So Google saying something is a fringe theory is 100% guarantee that the fringe theory is true. Katie says, hey, I always miss your lives now, probably busy due to dog or sleeping. LOL. Yes, you are a dog mom now. They take up a lot of time, need a lot of attention. I totally understand. Yeah. Wow, I remember. Big A says Maxwell. Kirkwall Cathedral, Orkney, pretty cool old world Viking graves. Yep. Thank you for sharing. We're going to cover everything and we're going to implement all these theories of energy and siphoning and powering systems and how our vibrations, how we're going to uncover it all. It's all almost making sense in my mind, but the more we see of the design and the circuit board connections and the cathedrals and the maps of these cities and the mazes and how they all interweave to make this work is going to be exposed by us very, very soon. So please, if you want to be a part of exposing the most hidden, most secretive civilization ever to rule this earth, the reign of fallen angels, then subscribe. Make sure to comment, leave cities that need to be explored, leave buildings that we need to go in and explore and investigate. We're going to uncover everything. We've seen thousands of fallen angels now in just the last 2 days and 6 hours of live. There's still so much to show you, still lots of Africa, lots of Asia, still all of Europe to go through. Europe's obviously the main one. Everyone knows these buildings are there, which is why I'm going everywhere else. But when we come back to Europe and go through Rome and Paris and Bordeaux, Marseille, London, Manchester, you're going to be blown away. This is what I'm here to do, is to reveal this truth that I've been seeing and understanding and trying to put together for the last almost 10 years now. And it's amazing. It's got this far, then I can just go anywhere in the world and point out the structures, point out the statues, point out the energy lines, the squares, the fountains, the bridges over water. It's the same pattern, same recipe, same design, same ingredients worldwide. So this live is going to end. We've done a good 3 hours, 15 minutes. We've covered a lot of cities, but not nearly enough what we need to for you guys to all be able to see at least 100 cities in like 20 minutes and just be like, whoa, or even an hour to go through 100 cities. The way we're going through it, I need to get quicker. I need to get faster. And it will click. You'll be like, this cannot be. So I'm looking forward to the next few weeks, months, however long it takes to get through this series, to uncover almost every city, town on this earth, from the islands to the continents. We're going to accomplish this. And I'm going to prove one thing, and one thing only, is that the fallen angels fell from heaven to this earth because the women were so beautiful that they lusted after them and mixed heaven's blood with the blood of man. And this is where we fell even further from where we were after we fell from being expelled from the Garden of Eden. Human life has been tormented by these evil fallen entities, fallen angels, since the beginning of time that we've been here. And the more we expose it, meaning the more that is revealed, no secret left untold, which means we're nearing the end, that this war will finally end, the war between the fallen angels from heaven that fell and humanity, man and woman, the separation, the everything. It's just all because of them and their hatred of us, their jealousy of us, just their pride got the better of them. They felt they needed to have everything that God created was meant for them. And man had no business being here. We have no business being created in the image of God. And they took things into their own hands and took the women, created their own hybrid race. They fornicated with all DNA on earth, from the sea, the land, the air. Everything was messed with, and it was flooded. And what we're seeing now is the remnants of this fallen angel kingdom that every city is based around, because humans could never build like that. So they dug out these structures from the flood that were covered in mud, repurposed them, cleaned them out, set them up, and that's where we are right now. So we're not done. I'm just ending the stream to take a break, go get some lunch, some food, some drinks, take the dogs out, get refreshed up, get everything charged. And then we're going to come back and hit off a whole bunch more cities, expose a whole bunch more fallen angels. We're going to analyze some more artwork. We've gone through the Sistine Chapel. We've gone through the Vatican. There's a lot more to see. So I'm very, very excited to present all of this. Just let me know if I'm doing a good job, if it's neat enough, if the video quality is showing good on your end. I don't want to be sharing fuzzy footage that you can't really see anything, because trusting YouTube, knowing them and how they attack my channel, if I look back and see that every city that I displayed was all fuzzed out, then yeah. But I don't see anything in the comments, so I'm guessing everything was good on you guys' end. So we'll continue this later on. If you've been watching and listening to this, you are the resistance.